Hey, this is Kate from Daily Tarot Girl, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. For this week's reading, I'm using the Modern Witch Tarot. All right, so I have a couple of things to tell you before we get into this week's reading. I'm running a scholarship challenge or scholarship contest over on my blog this weekend. So if you want to win a free scholarship to my upcoming month-long tarot course, I'm going to put the link to how you can do that just below this video. And it actually involves this week's reading, so that's kind of fun. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that I'm going to be live on my YouTube channel on Tuesday at noon PST. And I'll be doing some free one-card readings and Q&A. So I'll put a link to that live event below this video as well, if you want to check it out. All right, so let's begin. Let's start with the first card. This first card represents Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. And as always, I've set the intention just to get some new ideas and insights about the week ahead and some of the energies coming up for us. So we have Seven of Pentacles for Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. And Seven of Pentacles is really a card of patience. This is about also like nurturing your dreams, nurturing your projects, whatever it is that you're wanting to develop and grow or manifest. Ask yourself, how can I nurture these things in a way that is sustainable, is doable, is somewhat easy? It might not be easy, but it should feel doable. And it's really also about having patience and giving things breathing room and space to grow. I don't know if you've ever had this experience where you really, really want something really badly. And so you just are so impatient and you're just like pushing. You're like, why is this not happening? Why am I not succeeding at this? And sometimes you need to step back and kind of give your dream or your project or your goal a little bit of space and a little bit of breathing room to develop. So with the Seven of Pentacles at the beginning of the week, the message I'm getting here is that patience is a real virtue this week. Being patient, doing things maybe a little bit more slowly than what you're used to is actually the approach that's going to be really helpful at the end of the day. Okay, let's look at the middle of the week. Ooh. Now, didn't we have Pentacles last week too? I feel like we did. Okay, Ace of Pentacles for the middle of the week. And I feel like we might have had this card last week as well. That's okay. So Ace of Pentacles for kind of Wednesday, Thursday-ish. This is all about setting a goal. Setting some kind of goal is going to help you really focus and kind of streamline your activities and your energies. When you just have a vague idea about what's important or what you're wanting to create, but you don't really have any concrete ideas or goals or things to work towards, it can be really easy for your energies to just kind of dissipate and for nothing to end up happening. So the middle of the week is a really good time to set some kind of a goal or intention, and it can be something really small. It doesn't have to be anything big or meaningful. It can be just something little, but it's like that provides a sense of direction and a sense of purpose for the week overall. So that's going to be really, really helpful. I also think that for some of us, this week is a week where we will be kind of fine-tuning and getting clear about what our path is going to be moving forward. You know that feeling where when you have just a sense of where you're going and the sense that you're kind of doing, that you're in the right place at the right time, that you're doing the right things, and maybe you don't have it all figured out and nothing's perfect, but you feel this sense of kind of having a sense of knowing about the direction that you're going in and where you're putting your attention and your energy. It's a really good feeling. And when you feel the opposite, when you feel like, I don't know what my path is, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, am I supposed to be putting my energy into this or should I be putting into this? It can feel very confusing and very disorienting. And so the guidance that I'm getting, the message I'm getting from the Ace of Pentacles is start small. Start this week by setting some kind of a goal or an intention for this week. And it can be tiny, it can be small, it can feel insignificant, but it's important because it's going to help you really focus. Let's look at this next card. This is for the end of the week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday-ish, we have the Ten of Cups. Okay. Nice to have a card that's not pentacles. I love pentacles. Pentacles are very grounded. They're very earthy. And I feel like the beginning of the week and the midweek, it's all about kind of being practical. You know, Seven of Pentacles is saying, don't get too lofty with your goals and your expectations of yourself. You know, keep things doable and manageable. Be realistic. Be patient. Don't be in a big rush. Ace of Pentacles is saying, you know, set some goals. These are all very down to earth and kind of doable sort of messages. The Ten of Cups, we're kind of shifting gears here. So the Suit of Cups is about feelings, it's about emotions and relationships. And the 10 is the end of that suit. It's like that suit coming to a head, the energies of the cups coming to a head, coming to an end. And the Ten of Cups is a very, very positive card. It's all about dreams coming true, goals being realized, whatever you've been working on, you finally achieve it, and everything is very peaceful and happy and wonderful with the Ten of Cups. The message I get from this card is that if the advice of the first two cards is followed, there's a very high chance that you will succeed, that you will be rewarded. Maybe not this week, though. It might not be as quickly. It might not be as quick as, you know, this week, but you'll start to see results by the end of the week of your actions at the beginning and the middle of the week. Ten of Cups is also asking you to really prioritize your relationships, whether that's with family or friends, and also prioritize your relationship that you have with your own emotions and your own feelings. I kind of get the warm fuzzies when I look at the Ten of Cups, and I feel like this is about really cultivating some of those positive emotions like love, gratitude, joy, playfulness, happiness, appreciation. So a question to ask yourself this week is, what kinds of people, places, activities, thoughts, what kinds of things help me cultivate some of those feelings? And how can I spend more time doing those things than other things that might help me cultivate, you know, different kinds of emotions? I also get a sense with the Ten of Cups that being able to bring feeling and emotion into this act of goal setting, and also this act of nurturing your dreams or creations, when you bring emotion into it, that is like turning up the volume on things. So that's really going to give a special kind of oomph. So if you have a goal, if it's just this sort of cold clinical thing that you don't really care about, you know, that's fine, but you may not succeed. The experience isn't going to be as rewarding. If you bring in this emotion, if you really care about whatever it is you're working towards, if you're working on a project or you've created something that you really have, you know, warm, fuzzy feelings about, that's really going to kind of boost your powers of manifestation. Okay, so now I'm going to look at all three of these cards together, and I'm going to look for themes. And the thing that's jumping out at me more than anything is all the green space, all the greenery. With the Seven of Pentacles, you know, we've got all these house plants here. Ace of Pentacles, there's this beautiful garden. And even with the Ten of Cups, even though it's not really the focal point, there's a lot of greenery. There's a lot of grass and some trees and stuff like that happening. So this is a very green reading, very lush, very much alive. And what does that mean? It makes me think of, what is it that you're wanting to grow? What in your life would you like to thrive or create? And how are you going to go about nurturing that? How are you going to be like the girl with the watering can? That watering can is bringing life to those plants. How are you going to nurture the things that you want to nurture? I think that's kind of the bottom line with a lot of these cards here. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. My name is Kate. I'm from dailytarotgirl.com. If you want to learn more about tarot card reading, you can check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com, for tons of fun learning resources and exercises and videos. I'll post a link below. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week.